And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. The fog pouring across the Golden Gate Bridge and into the Bay Area tonight. We're just about set for action. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Tonight with us as well, the Book of Basketball author, Bill Simmons. Bill, great to see you.
It's great to be here. Nobody is more impressed than my 11-year-old son, who can't believe that he's playing a video game and gets to hear my voice. When he hears my voice just yelling at him normally, now he gets to hear me break down basketball.
But it's kind of fun, isn't it?
Yeah, he likes it. Yeah.
And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, for a team that has the unbridled ambition of the Golden State Warriors, moving to San Francisco is fitting. A city whose fortunes have risen astronomically in this era of new technology. Now in Oakland, the Warriors were comfortable and successful in an arena that they had played in since the late 60s. But for a franchise that aspires to be light years ahead of the competition, moving to a billion-dollar stadium seemed obvious. Kevin?
Oakland has been a wonderful home for the Warriors, but we know San Francisco will be too. Thanks, DA. Look at the 76ers starting group. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then it's Josh Richardson, and it's Neto in at the 1. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green down low with Looney. And it's Wiggins in at the 3. And standing over 7 feet, weighing over 250 pounds, it's hard for Embiid to avoid those injuries that plague so many big men, but he in particular seems brittle.
Yeah, I mean, I would think that all the seasons he missed was probably a red flag for that front. It's going to come down to conditioning and us reading a story in August one summer where it's like Joel Embiid has completely changed his body and stopped drinking milkshakes and stopped having 4 meals a day and all this stuff. He actually, I think, is underrated as a great player because if you look at the rim protection stats for him, he is as dominant defensively as he is offensively when he has it going. And he can affect the game even if he's carrying a lot of weight and he's not playing that well. I would love to see him in shape.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Thompson. And here comes the break. The pull-up. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Philadelphia the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Curry's shot is good.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Here's Neto. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And you can see how Klay Thompson fits with this team, Bill. Seems to be the perfect complement to Steph and the other Warriors around him.
Yeah, like him and Steph have the same great quality of just really fun to play with. can fit in with whatever franchise you have, whatever supporting cast you have. Doesn't need the ball to succeed, but if you need him to get more shots, he can do that too. Incredible defender. It's actually become overrated to talk about how underrated of a defender he is, because I think people know he's an underrated defender. He can guard everybody from 6'8" to 5'10", and I actually think he's more than a compliment. I think he's a worthy sidekick for Steph. I would give him sidekick status, Kevin.
I like that. I want to be your sidekick.
Hey, that's great. I would never call you a compliment. I would say you're a sidekick.
I'd give you compliments.
Thank you.
Now here's Simmons after the miss from Joel Embiid. To the left side wing. Let's go. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Well, Simmons has what I call see ahead vision. I mean, he sees a play ahead, and he's a great passer.
Now here's Curry. He's tightly guarded. Thompson misses. And so it's Neto with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Curry with the steal. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And Curry certainly is clever and crafty. Trickery is part of his arsenal when he gets inside. I mean, I like seeing him do his thing close to the basket.
Here's Neto. Pass to Embiid. Neto surveying the floor. And the pass to Horford. Shot clock at 6. And close. And good that time.
A remarkable interior presence. Horford's a veteran who still has those polished post moves.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Swiped it away. Here's Neto. Drops in the breakaway layup. Warriors trail by 4. And here is Curry. 26 points for him last game against Toronto.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Pass to Richardson. Bill, it's no secret that your heart lies in Boston. Just what was it like growing up in and around that area?
Well, it's definitely the reason I like sports as much as I do, because it's so sports obsessed. A lot of it is cold weather stuff, I feel like, where there's 5 months a year that just stink, and then there's 3 other months that, you know, it's just smoking hot and humid. And so the sports makes everybody kind of crazy because you're crazy anyway. But there's nothing like being in Boston when something good's happening, like Celtics making an NBA playoff run, or the Bruins making a cup run, or the Red Sox in September when the Yankees are coming to town, or the Saturday before a Patriots game. You can kind of feel it as the community of it. That's the difference between here and a place like LA.
It's formed you as a professional, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Here's Neto, guarded by Curry. Good on the shot. Neto's got 6.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And the Warriors with possession here, trailing by 4. Green passes to Wiggins. Here's Looney. Golden State moving it around. And Steph Curry gets the 3. 7 points in the game. The 76ers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here's Neto. 6 points for him. To the wing on the left. Lets it go. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Horford's got his 3rd basket of the night. Now Curry. He's got 7. And another 3 for Golden State.
And Kevin, that 3 ball of Curry, deadly. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, what angle, or how deep.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Horford. Here's Neto, guarded by Curry. Tipped away. Just 5 on the clock. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Drains the wing trade. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Richardson, no luck.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Bill, do you ever think we're going to eliminate conferences in the NBA playoff seeding?
I think that they would have done a 16 seed no conference playoff format years ago. I think they're really worried about the travel though. And they've looked at it and they've really studied it and they've looked at the effects of, let's say Boston plays Portland in round 1 and you're flying 3,100 miles or 3,200 miles in 3 time zones and all that stuff, and it's a 2-2-1-1-1 series. What is the effect on the team if it goes 7? I think they're really afraid of it. I wish they did it. I don't like the conferences. I don't really understand them. And over the course of NBA history, they've been really confused by the conferences. I wrote about this in the book of basketball, where we had years where San Antonio was playing in the East for a while, and Baltimore was in the West. Which, go look at a map. Baltimore being in the West is ridiculous. Baltimore was in the West and Philly was in the East, and they're like 50 miles away from each other.
Yeah, made no sense.
So they've never really 100% figured out the conferences. And I just think the 1 through 16 makes more sense.
It would sure be better basketball.
It would be better.
Yeah. Kicks it to Curry for 3. Good work defensively by Richardson.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops. Mike Scott's checked in for Simmons. He's perfect from the line this time. Warriors have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Bill, defenders are doing a better job of challenging the shooter from the side so they don't foul and don't step into that landing space when he comes down from shooting.
Yeah, I don't like the word landing space and all that stuff. Like,
well, what would you call
load management? We have all these phrases now. It's like, how did these phrases come in my life?
Load management is interesting.
Load management's the worst. Where did that start?
I don't know.
Can we just play basketball?
Just like work, just rest.
What's the thing they call when the guy travels, but they say it's not? It's like he's gathering the ball. That's another one.
Gathering the
Never
ball.
said gathering the ball in my life until 2 years ago. Enough with the weird phrases.
Yeah. That's good from Harris.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, Tobias Harris is a great scorer, and he's had multiple NBA stops, and I think you just have to simply say this guy has always been wanted.
And Harris drops them both.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Yeah, not only the trips to the line are a concern, but the foul trouble also. You've got to play defense with your feet and do so without fouling.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Now here's Richardson. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. Bangs home the trifecta.
No wasted motion with Harris. He's so smooth and polished as a scorer. He gets those catch and shoot jumpers off nicely.
And the Warriors with possession here, trailing by 2. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. Bowman, Richardson covered. Poole the pass to Pascal. Here's Poole. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Rocket 2. Shoots over Scott. That one wide left. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Thibault the pass to Scott. Lays it up off the glass. And it's a 4-point Philadelphia lead. So with Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, you have 2 players who consistently look to score in the paint.
Yep.
What's the best way, do you think, to blend those 2 talents?
Trade Ben Simmons. I think that would be the best way. I don't think long term that this is a fit together because he can't shoot. And you can cheat it and you can have him move off screens and you can have him try to establish the fast break and all that stuff. But we saw in the playoffs when everything slows down, they didn't know where to put him on the basketball court. And he basically became Ben Wallace in the mid-2000s, like sending screens for people and rebounding. And for Embiid, I want to surround Embiid with shooters. I want to model a team like almost like Milwaukee did with Giannis. I want somebody who can handle the ball not only in fast break but half court too. And I just don't think they work together. I think there's a ceiling when you have those 2 guys as your best guys.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Thibault, guarded by Curry. Richardson the pass to Thibault. Shoots over Curry, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
The 76ers making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Warriors trail by 10. Bowman passes to Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Robinson dishes to Harris. Curry against Scott. And a miss there on the triple. Golden State's gone 4 of 8 on their 3-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Robinson after the Warriors pick up 3. Harris outside. This one for 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And here is Curry after Tobias Harris getting his shot to go from deep. Curry looking around. The baseline J. And he gets the jumper to drop. Curry's got 15 points.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
That's tipped. Curry with the steal. Lays it in off the breakaway. 17 points in the game.
And Curry making his presence felt on D with the steal leading to the break. He finds ways to impact games with far more than just his shooting.
Here's Thibault. He had 10 points in the win against the Kings in Sacramento.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
outside Robinson. Pass to Thibault. Shoots a three. And that one is off. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. 76ers lead by 6. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. Steph Curry talks about the visual drills he does to help his playmaking in the NBA.
It's a cognitive and neurological drill that helps you, one, takes your mind off the basketball, because when you're in a game, that should be the last thing you're thinking about. There's so many other variables out there that you have to kind of survey, where your defender is, where your teammates are, where you are in relation to the basket and your reaction. So those lights kind of train you in that regard. You have to, see what the color is, make a determination of what move that corresponds to, execute the move, and then finish the jumper.
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris is out there with Mike Scott. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. Then it's Robinson, and it's Thibault in at the point guard position. Scott can't get it to go.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Curry's shot is good. And with the 2K Esports League bill, players not only get a salary, they can also sign endorsement deals. They're celebrities now unto themselves.
So what are the endorsement deals that the 2K players sign? Is it like hat? Because you're not really moving. Nobody can people see your clothes? They can, right?
They can
so
see your
sneakers,
clothes. Maybe it's a hat. Maybe it's
drinks,
a shirt. All of it.
Do the announcers get endorsement deals? Where's our endorsement deal?
Well, if they
money?
don't, we could probably make the stab for it right here.
I'm ready.
This is the venue to do it right
I'm
here.
ready to do whatever.
Let's change the culture.
CTC.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive, and that edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. Golden State's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. The score now all even.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
Offensive rebound. O'Quinn. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Here's Poole, guarded by Harris. There's the pass to Curry. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Harris. Gets to the corner and buries it. Harris has got 10.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. It's Curry outside. It's good from long range.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And from everything we're hearing, Bill, the draft's one and done aspect may be coming to an end. Like it?
For me, the G League is the key to all this. I would like to see the guys come right out of high school and go into the G League and have an actual infrastructure that's attached to the real team.
And the G League is having an effect on the NBA. There are a lot of former guys from that league playing in the big league.
And the other thing is, like, sports rights are becoming more and more valuable with the streaming services and just the fact that you can watch a game anywhere you are. You can watch it on your phone. You can watch it if you're in China. You can watch it if you're in Hawaii. And I think the G League should be a bigger thing. So if they can figure out a way to kind of steal college basketball's corner with some of this stuff while also preparing these guys. The one and done, that makes no sense to me. I don't understand what anyone gains from going to college for 5 months and then pretend they're a college student.
Here's Thompson. 17 points for him last game against Toronto. Wiggins outside. 5 to shoot over Horford, and it's Wiggins missing.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Outside Robinson. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Neto. O'Quinn trying to free himself up. Curry with the defensive effort. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by 1. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
And, you know, that's a big part of how they attack and win, getting it going from the three-point line. But at the end of the day, it didn't happen.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The Warriors have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Lets it go from deep. And Horford pulls it down. Philadelphia leading by 3. Robinson goes in, and the dunk by Robinson.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies.
You said it, Kevin. He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Now here's Curry. 23 points in the game. Looney, the second chance points on the tip-in. Looney's got 6 points.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And, Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Josh Richardson comes in for Robinson. Now here's Richardson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. From short range, and Simmons with the nice bucket inside. And the 76ers lead by 5. Outside Curry. Lets the 3 fly. Buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got 26.
And having a whale of a game from three-point range. Drained 3 of them in that first quarter and has added 3 more here in the second.
Here's Neto. He's got 6. He kicks it to Horford. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Embiid. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Looney's got 5 rebounds tonight. Thompson with it. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. That ties it up. Thompson's got his first basket.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Simmons.
Embiid is a very assertive player, a player who fights the defense on these contact finishes and does so with confidence.
Golden State's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. Thompson passes to Looney. Inside, here's Curry. Green breaking loose. Curry, good. Curry's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Simmons passes to Horford. Simmons, the bounce pass. Horford finds Neto. That three off the mark.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
And here are the 76ers now. After the missed three from Stephen Curry. Pass to Richardson. Over to the left wing. Three-pointer. Neto, and that's good. Neto's got 9.
Boy, the floor awareness and passing ability of Embiid, very impressive, and he continues to grow as a passer.
Warriors trail by 3. Now here's Curry. 28 points for him. Floats one up. Looney kicks to Curry. A three-pointer off the mark. The 76ers leading by 3. Here's Neto. 9 points in the game so far. To the paint. It's stolen by Green. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. And for the Warriors, they're shooting it up around 45% from the field in the second quarter. And there's a whistle. That goes on Neto. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Bowman.
Simmons is very skilled on defense. He just knows where to be and how to guard whoever he's on. Versatile is part of his defensive skill set too. And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Bowman passes to Looney. Green left side. Higgins outside. 6 to shoot. Over Simmons. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
That one is good from Joel Embiid. Now it's a 7-point Philadelphia lead.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
So it's the Warriors now after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Passes it to Wiggins. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Neto. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, they've gotten the three-pointer to fall tonight as well. That's equally as important.
First one falls for him. So both teams changing it up here. And he makes both free throws. Warriors trail by 9. Poole the pass to Wiggins. Can they get it? And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The 76ers have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. That's good from Richardson.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
And Richardson drops them both. 1:43 left to play here in the second quarter. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Al Horford. Breaking down his play since the All-Star break. He's putting up 9 points a game, just over 2 blocks, and 5 rebounds. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
Here's Thibault. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Horford the pass to Harris. Over Green. That's good from Harris on the assist by Horford. And that's 12 points for Tobias Harris.
And you look at Harris, he's really improved as a scorer. He's become a go-to option due to how efficient he is putting the ball in the basket.
And always as enlightening as you're going to find. Bill, thank you so much for your insights. Always appreciate you joining us. I hope you come back.
I don't want to leave. Why do I have to go? Can I just stay here for the
I'm
rest
reading
of the
this
game?
note, and the note says,
No, I don't
thank
want to
Bill.
go. I'm not leaving.
Hope he comes
No,
back.
I'm staying.
Okay. And Clark, you know what? Bill will always give you a great point of view.
And you know what? I think he needs his own barbershop talk show, Kevin. I mean, he's done everything else in media. Go barbershop on him, Bill.
Embiid, no good. Warriors trail by 11. Here's Green. Pass to Bowman. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Now, here's Richardson. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Chris, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Mike Scott's checked in for Philadelphia. .23 seconds left in the second quarter. Good work defensively by Richardson. And so it's Philadelphia in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Steph, what do you think of your defense in the first half?
We're a step late, I think. And, you know, they made tough shots. We can't take away from that. But for the most part, we have to find a way to guard that line if they're knocking down shots to keep them out the game.
We'll see where the adjustments take you. Thanks, Steph. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Tobias Harris was red hot to start the first. He had 12 points and 2 rebounds. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the 76ers?
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball. The ball never stopped moving. Their offense had a great flow to it. It prevented anyone from getting lazy out there. They're always moving, cutting, knowing where they need to pass the ball, Ernie.
And over to Kenny now. How'd you think the Warriors were playing?
They're being far less aggressive than they ought to be. The free throw differential is huge right now. It's threatening to determine the outcome of the game. So they have to get into the lane and challenge defenders to make them try to stop you.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Mark, do you think on average rookies are having a greater impact on their teams now than in decades past?
I really don't think so, Kevin. You can go back and look at the numbers historically. Every draft class usually has 6 to 10 rookies that have a significant impact on their respective teams. And of those 10, perhaps 10 or 12, maybe only a few are going to be on playoff teams just because of the nature of the draft. I don't really think that's changed tremendously over the decades.
Green down low with Looney. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
And you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
That's good from Stephen Curry. You could argue Curry is one of the most skilled players of all time.
The shooting alone puts him in the conversation, and very few can match up to just that. Guys like LeBron and Wilt dominate with their size and athleticism, but Curry is an all-time great because of his once-in-a-lifetime skill.
Stephen Curry hits them both.
Safe to say that Curry's got to go down as one of the all-time great free throw shooters.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Embiid is at the elbow. And it's Neto in the corner with the shot. No good that time. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Gotta love the smooth shooting stroke of Thompson. Outstanding at shooting as soon as he catches the ball.
It's Richardson on the wing. Here's Embiid. Cans it from short range. Embiid's got 8.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Neto. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Looney. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. He's got 8.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now here's Horford. He's got 10. From deep, Neto. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got 7 rebounds in the game. Thompson from long range. And another 3 for Golden State.
Staying alert and aware. Wiggins sees his man flash to an open spot. Pass is right on the money.
And Simmons kicks to Neto. Back to Embiid. It's good. With that basket. He's now 5 for 9.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Warriors trail by 5. And there's a whistle. That goes on Neto. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Thompson against Richardson. And Thompson kicks to Green. Here's the 3.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Thompson passes to Curry.
And pressing a bit here, down in the game, trying to use the 3-point shot to get back into it, and instead it's led to a lot of empty possessions this half.
Embiid, no good. The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Thompson for the triple. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 4 assists now tonight. Here's Neto, guarded by Curry. Out left to the wing. Embiid finds Simmons. And the layup's good off the glass. Simmons got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And, you know, this is the area where Simmons is most effective, mainly due to his size and athleticism.
Now here's Curry. Tight defense on him. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Simmons dishes to Richardson. Outside for Simmons. Horford double team. 6 on the shot clock. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. You take a look at the 76ers. Right now, they've acquired the 2nd-best record in the conference.
And right now for the 76ers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Oh my goodness! That was special. And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
And coming into this season, questions about whether the Sixers could retain their star players. Well, Greg, they shuffled the decks, but they still have great talent.
Swapping in Al Horford for Jimmy Butler, Josh Richardson for J.J. Redick. The Sixers still in the mix to come out of the East.
It's tipped. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Philadelphia. Puts it up off the inbound, and Horford finishes inside. Horford's got 12 points in the game.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Thompson outside. Down low. Green. And it's blocked by O'Quinn.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Thompson against Richardson. Simmons on the wing. O'Quinn trying to free himself up. 14 feet away. That misses off the backboard. The 76ers leading by 8. And here's Richardson. Here's Horford. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Green. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Got that one up quick. Thompson's got 10 points in the quarter.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Now Simmons, 9 points in the game so far. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Well, you can't give up this kind of positioning, not to a guy like Simmons. I mean, all you're asking for is to get burned if you do.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. 8-point game. From deep three-point range, and Philadelphia grabs the miss. Horford's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Now the pass to Richardson. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. The shot's good from O'Quinn. And now it's a 10-point Philadelphia lead.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Curry outside. That shot no good. And Philadelphia the other way now.
Yeah, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
O'Quinn finds Simmons. And they double up Simmons to the right side. And here's Neto outside. He goes up again. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
One shot.
Among the bigs, which one do you think runs the floor the best?
Boy, I tell you, Anthony Davis is gazelle-like, and this guy is north of 7 feet tall and is just agile and quick in getting up and down. I think I'd put him at the top of the list. Clint Capella is in that category, and Giannis Antetokounmpo as well, but a lot of times he has the ball and is taking it rack to rack.
He does. Brings it up like a guard, and no one can stop him.
Nobody can stop that guy when he gets coming downhill at you.
Back to Richardson. Oh, that's blocked. And they'll keep possession. Here's Thibault. Off target with his 3. Warriors trail by 10. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Thompson for the triple. It's hauled in by Harris. And the 76ers with possession. Run. Here's Scott, and it's in off the backboard. Scott's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
And here are the Warriors now. Pass to Thompson, beyond the arc. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Timeout called, the 76ers.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Embiid.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
Harris outside. Passes it to O'Quinn. Unloads from 9. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. O'Quinn's got 7 points for the quarter. Warriors trail by 11. Bowman. Richardson covering. Harris against Thompson. Off target on the 15-footer. Philadelphia's gotten off to a very slow start from 3-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the 76ers.
Boy, the points they've produced off their play in the post have been so valuable for them in this game, guys. I mean, it's been a huge part of what they're doing.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint. because those have been big.
That's good from Richardson. The Warriors shooting around 41% on the night. Pass to Poole. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Poked loose and stolen by Scott. Richardson attacking. Makes it off the glass. Richardson's got 9 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Warriors trail by 16. Bowman. Richardson covering. Bowman passes to Thompson. Looking to end the run. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. O'Quinn's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Thibault, and he uses the glass on the layup. 10 points for him.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
The Warriors shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. Thompson is double. The pass to Poole. Launches it. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's. Richardson with it. 9 points in the game so far. Left side, Scott. Back to Harris. From deep. No good that time. And Golden State will go the other way with it. And the foul on Mike Scott. That is his first foul of the game. The Warriors making a switch here. Curry's checked in. And the 76ers also making a change. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Curry against Richardson. Right side Curry. Good. Curry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, 1 make in 6 attempts. I think it's fair to say he's had a rough start to this quarter.
The 76ers leading by 16. Now here's Richardson. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Here's Embiid, and that one goes long. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the third. Open shot. Thompson wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And it's Harris with the ball for Philadelphia. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Curry against Richardson. And Steph Curry gets the 3. Curry's got 7 points for the quarter.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes them change plans.
Pass to Embiid. From deep. A fresh 14 for Philadelphia. Out to Harris. Fires for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Harris has got 15 points.
Yeah, you know, the three-point range Harris has added to his game makes him that much harder to defend. He always is somebody you've got to be aware of.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Philadelphia ahead. They lead by 18. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And here are the 76ers now. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Taking a look at the 76ers. Scott is out there with Harris. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Thibault in at the 2. Shot clock at 6. Here's Embiid, goes back up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, I tell you, it's pretty obvious. Embiid takes pride in and enjoys tricking his defenders and getting them to jump on the pump fake.
And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him.
The free throw drops for Embiid. Clark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh, my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight?
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those 2 teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
Curry is inside. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Here's Poole. Some solid defense from Harris.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Passes to Richardson. Here's Embiid. Again, Philadelphia.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
The Warriors shooting not great, 40% for the game. Here's Poole, guarded by Harris. And that one is hammered home.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Richardson the pass to Embiid. To the middle. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here's Poole. Count it. Poole's got 4 points this quarter.
Works that one inside nicely.
The 76ers leading by 20. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Harris outside. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Chris has got 7 rebounds in the game. And stolen by Scott. Lobbed up there for Embiid. And stolen by Chris. Thompson with it. And it's Richardson picking him up. Here's Curry with the 3. Pass to Chris. Here's Poole, defended by Scott. Clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. And Embiid with the block. Richardson attacking. So it's Richardson with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Timeout called the Warriors.
You know, guys, it's not surprising to hear that Joel Embiid gets a lot of inspiration from Hall of Famer Hakeem Olajuwon. Both came to the game late. Both represent the continent of Africa. And Embiid really kind of modeled his game after Hakeem, and that's a heck of a model.
Al Horford's checked in for the 76ers. Ben Simmons comes in for Harris. Looney kicks to Wiggins. Here's Curry. And the rejection by Embiid.
That long reach of Embiid's is a real asset on defense. Covers a lot of territory and knows how to snuff out shooters.
And stolen by Simmons. Fast break, Philadelphia. Richardson's running. Embiid, the pass to Neto. Kicks it to Richardson. Stolen by Thompson. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Wiggins with the ball, and he comes up with the deuce.
There's the athleticism of Wiggins, which is hard to miss. I mean, he's got forward momentum going, able to stop and then pop.
And when he first came to America, you know, what a great story this is. Embiid's coach in Cameroon sent him a DVD of Hakeem's highlights.
And that was a good start for Embiid, and good work by you, Kevin, to dig up that factoid. Very nicely done. But you're right, Embiid said he watched that tape every day for 3 years, and you can see evidence of him watching that tape and how he plays.
Thompson against Richardson, and Simmons kicks to Horford. Richardson gets a wide open look. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got 3 assists now in this one. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. Poked away, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Wednesday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Detroit Pistons. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers.
And for that Raptors game, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Yeah, Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
And they double up Embiid. That's tipped. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Back to Curry from outside the arc. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. To the inside. Here's Horford, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Thompson. Clark, there are strong divisions, and there are weak divisions, and the NBA might be considering removing divisions altogether and having only 2 conferences. What do you think?
You know, that's interesting. I like the divisions because that's what we've been accustomed to, but just having straight conferences, I wouldn't see much harm in that. You'd adjust the schedule accordingly in terms of how many games you play within the conference and how many times each opponent, but I think that could work.
Different look here for the Warriors. He hits both from the stripe. The thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him. It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. The pass to Lee. Here's Neto, guarded by Curry. And Simmons slams it in.
Love the connection Simmons has with his teammates. I mean, once the lob is on its way, you know he's going to finish in style.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Lee passes to Bender. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Clark, the relationship between referees and players reaching a fever pitch. What can be done to smooth those waters and mend those fences?
Well, I think first and foremost, players have to give. Both sides have to give in this equation, but I think it's incumbent upon the players to accept and respect the position of the officials, and the officials have to also be willing to engage in interacting well with the players. It's a two-way street, but I think most of that is on the players because they have to control how they respond to officials more than officials have to respond to the player.
The first free throw is good, and the 76ers with some changes. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Joel Embiid, and Alec Burks subbed in for Raul Neto. And Richardson drops them both. Warriors shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. And it's Bender at the elbow. Smailagic. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Inside, and Simmons slams it in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Clark, do you think the NBA should consider expanding the use of replay? I know you personally hate to slow the game down, but you also want the calls to be correct.
Well, it depends on the circumstances, Kevin. I like the fact that replay is available and it helps enhance the ability of the officials to get calls correct. Expanding the use of replay, though, has to be done very judiciously. There are a couple of areas, goaltending would be one, where you take a look to see if that's the case. But I think flow of game takes priority over trying to get every single call right just because you think technology gives you a chance to do that.
And so Simmons will bring it up for the 76ers. Pass to Burks. Lays it up and banks it in. Burks has got his first points of the night.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Guarded by Robinson. Passes it to Bowman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. No good from Lee. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Robinson, that's good.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Bowman, Richardson covering. They get a hand on it. Smailagic. His three-pointers off the mark. The 76ers shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Robinson finds Burks. Clark, we hear a lot about the young basketball players in this country, the good ones playing in the AAU system. Is that the best way to develop talent for the NBA?
It's one of the better ways because the competition level is quite good across regions and throughout the country with these AAU teams. I think there's some great AAU programs and some tremendous benefits to participating in AAU basketball. Some things are better than others with it, but overall I think it's pretty solid.
Pass to Bowman. Just 5 to shoot. To the wing right side. Smailagic. And the Warriors miss again. Philadelphia's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And there's the pass to Burks. Richardson against Lee. At the elbow, it's Simmons. Here's Burks. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 5 assists tonight.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Smailagic. Guarded by Simmons. Kicks it to Lee. Misses off the left iron.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Burks, the pass to Horford. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the 76ers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And, Greg, that's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Joel Embiid.
Boy, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in, Kevin. He was so involved in so many plays tonight. A force on both ends.
17 seconds left in the fourth. Richardson against Lee. Here's Richardson. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Al. You guys do it as a 5-man unit on the floor. How did you come together for this win?
Just taking good shots on offense, trying to, getting stops on defense. We challenged every shot. We just played hard tonight.
Great effort and a big win, Al. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.